morning. It is 25 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in the studio this morning from our Leadership Roswell Alumni Association, Rick Kraft and Patrick Smith back with us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
How's everything treating you? How's life going right now for you guys?
It's going good here. I'm trying to adjust to having two Mike Winters in front of me here.
Yeah, too many mics. He's a smart one.
And that one just keeps looking at us. Everywhere you look, he's just following us.
He does. He follows you around. It's eerily creepy.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Scooby-Doo when you're in some mansion and then
those eyes are following us around all the way.
Yep. You know what's really weird is when I show up in the break room and I'm getting a drink or something, I turn around, that thing's standing there looking at me. That's really unnerving.
Yeah.
For folks that aren't familiar, Leadership Roswell Alumni Association, their primary role is to serve and support the Leadership Roswell Association, which Leadership Roswell is a great program that Rick's been a part of for quite a few years, and many of others. And it's the talk of the state, really is. It's an opportunity for folks to come and learn about Roswell in our community, but also gain valuable leadership skills. And they have a class that, matter of fact, there's one going on right now. But every year they start a new class here in the fall. And hopefully you'll sign up for it at one point. But one of the other things that Leadership Roswell Alumni Association does is get involved in the community and things. And one of the mantles that the Alumni Association have picked up over the years is providing this candidate forum for folks during municipal and sometimes some other elections as well. So, Rick, I'll let you kind of expound on some of that, just some of the other things, and more of what Leadership Roswell Alumni Association is all about.
Sure. Just real briefly on the program, where the class is in its 39th year, and it's the longest running class of its kind in the state of New Mexico.
Yeah.
We've graduated 977 students, so of the 27 this year, we'll break 1,000.
That'll hit us right at the 1,000 mark.
Mm-hmm.
Does number 1,000 get like a $30 shopping spree or something? You know?
we graduate them alphabetically, so I have to figure out who the 23rd student is.
It's somewhere around the T's or V's, so be in that somewhere in that sweet spot. So
I may figure that out before next class. But as far as the candidate forum, a forward group of people on the board back in 1996 decided let's go ahead and, for the benefit of the community, bring all the candidates together in all the elections going on down here, not just the municipal election.
Yeah.
And so since 1996, the Alumni Association done 35 of these. The one next week will be the 36th
nice
candidate forum.
Very good.
We've asked questions of 375 candidates seeking 177 leadership positions.
Wow.
And that's all the way from the local municipal. We've had national individuals running for New Mexico Senate, New Mexico House of Representatives, and all the state positions. So we actually did school board bond once. I mean, there's a lot of different things that the Alumni Association has done over the years. So.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Do you keep all these stats yourself, Rick? He's got to go. He's got like a little tally sheet out there. Number 35.
Well, right or wrong, good or bad. Every year they ask me to be the moderator.
Yes.
So when
he does an amazing job, by the way. If you never.
So when I take time to put together the program, I always just count what happened in the last one. So I've just kept a running total.
Gotcha. He just keeps his stats going.
Yeah. So if we have, there's 17 who signed up this time. If all of them were to make it, and
this is a big election as far as quantity of, I'll say quality too, but quantity of candidates. I mean, we've got, 4 running for mayor. One of the city council seats has 5 running. Another has 3. So there's, with the exception of Ward 5. You have a decision to make in a municipal election here today. Ward 5 is running unopposed. The incumbent's running again, but she may speak at the forum here. Well, we've given an opportunity. We're working those details. But if you're not familiar with this, the candidate forum will, which is happening on February 1st here. It's going to be at the Pueblo Auditorium, which is the RASD's admin building, basically. They have a big theater in there that seats, about 400 or 500 people or so. And it's old but beautiful, and a great place to sit down and have a candidate forum. So we'd like to invite people to come on out February 1st, which is that next Tuesday? Or Tuesday after next? Is it
Next, yeah.
Tuesday? Oof.
It's coming up.
What time does it start officially?
So we're going to start at 6.
6 p.m., okay.
Yep, we have the candidates arriving around the 5:30 time to get where they're supposed to go, right? We're going to move them around, let them know where their tables are going to be, and then we've got our crew, which you're going to be there sooner, but we got our crew there helping to support, set up things, and our volunteers who are helping to support, they're going to get there, but we start at 6.
Gotcha.
Start on time.
So air time is 6 p.m. for the forum. But like you said, the candidates are offered basically a table and a spot from 5:30 to 6, so they're going to set up shop in the lobby there. So if you'd like to come a little early, talk a little one-on-one time with some of these candidates, ask questions that you would like to ask them, that's kind of your window to do that. And then at 6 p.m. we'll start the actual municipal candidate forum, where the mayoral race and the 5 city council races, all those folks will get a chance to speak and talk. Is there some judges and things that are going to be on? Is it just
not this time? Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't able to get Simon this year, Simon Cowell. He just was not available. We tried, but he's got his own thing.
Paula Dool kept saying I'm available. But we needed the two to have them both, so it wasn't going to work.
Well, and Patrick's responsible for kicking it off. Can you tell him?
Yeah, so the Boy Scouts, we're going to have a couple of troops help with the flag ceremony and Pledge of Allegiance.
Excellent.
And then we get into the Invocation and patriotic songs. So the Boy Scouts are going to be there, ready to go at 6 o'clock, right after the welcome from Mr. Kraft to get it going. So
and they'll be prepared, because that's kind of their whole motto. So
We've got the invocation. Pastor Troy Smotherman will do that.
Oh, very good.
And then the national anthem, Sean Lee. With that, and then Tommy Blake will do his classic "God Bless the USA."
All right, so they'll make it sound official and sound really good, and then we take over.
Then we dig in with the questions and the meat.
It all falls apart from there. Just kidding. But I will say this: it is from past experience and past candidate forums. This is a great opportunity for you, the public, to come and really hear and listen and talk in some of these cases to the folks that are going to be the decision makers for the next couple of years here in Chaves County and Roswell. So you need to make sure when you do vote that you vote for people that line up with the same things you do. And this is the best way, the most effective way I've seen that we have in this community to really get that information out there, between really by using this leadership forum, using what the newspaper does and their little interviews and questionnaires on each of the candidates, the interviews we do here. Between all of that stuff, by the time the election rolls around here in March, you should be good and well informed on the candidate that lines up best with what you feel. So. Do this. Take it. It's actually pretty entertaining. I know some people kind of like, oh, that sounds like I'll be bleary-eyed by 6:30. No, it's actually very entertaining and not only informative, but it's just an opportunity to really kind of peel back the layers sometimes and see what a person's all about. And I think the candidate forum does an excellent job of doing that. It's not debate style. It is. Each candidate will have opportunity to answer questions. They're not talking to each other. They're talking to you, the listener, and to the audience there. We will be streaming it live. We'll have it on demand. However, if you can make it, I highly recommend you're in the audience for the event here on Tuesday, February 1st. You're going to see a lot by doing the videos, but we only have so many cameras. We can only show you so many angles. You don't get to see the whole room. So there are parts that could be very important that you miss. Like if the candidates are talking over here and someone reacts over here to a question, you don't necessarily see that on camera. You will if you're sitting in the audience. Right. And that there's a lot of tells and a lot of information available just through that stuff as well, too. Now, the video and everything is a great resource. Highly recommend it. But if you're able to make sure that you're off work or available, go to the Pueblo Auditorium on the 1st, sit in the audience, and then when you're done, if you want to go back onto the video, watch it, rewind, replay a section that you're a little fuzzy on or didn't quite catch, that's available there for you at your leisure. But if you can, I highly recommend that you come out to the event, not only for the good information, but there are perks for coming to the event. I know Leadership Roswell Alumni Association has been doing a little carrot dangling to get you to want to say, come on and sit in our audience here with us, right? There is some of that going on. So we got some incentives for you to come out.
Yeah, as you said many times on the air before, Mike, it's about getting educated,
sure,
and knowing why you vote for someone, and it's about the community. I mean,
absolutely.
That's why the Alumni Association does it. Hannah Robertson's been heading up the committee. He's done an excellent job. Patrick and others have worked on this committee, putting together, and we just got a great team with the Alumni Association. It works because of the group. The format, which we're following, is as we have in past years. None of the candidates know the questions ahead of time.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And
there's a committee that has not leaked or they work in silence. No, they talk, but just not. They don't talk about what they're doing, and they keep it on in the secret of the room. So the only people that know the questions are Rick and the committee that's creating them right now.
And so we take turns going back and forth. If there's two candidates for position, they'll each get the same number of questions first.
Okay.
So the second one gets a little bit of time to think about it. We give them a chance to do opening comments, and then we give them a chance to do a closing. So it's a very the idea is to have an even playing field.
Sure.
And we've done a great job over the years. We'll do a great job on next Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Also, just making sure there's no dog in the fight for any of us. We just want everyone to have a chance to come out and speak.
Having sat on that committee myself in the past, I know they do an amazing job of trying to be a term you may have heard before, fair and balanced with their questions, and they try to work that balance of getting questions that are relevant and informative, but at the same time not being, hey, I'm trying to set up someone or sabotage,
right,
or you know what I mean? They're really trying to evoke a good response and get good information to the public about each of these candidates, and that's they really spend a good amount of time crafting those questions to be in that vein. So a lot of discussion on that.
Well, and the committee was able to take questions from some thoughts from the public through Facebook requests and or newspaper requests about if you want a specific question or some vein of question, let us know so we can ask the candidates.
Sure.
But also the evening of. As soon as you walk in, you'll be presented with, if you'd like, a little index card, and you can write down a question, and it could be thrown into the mix of what we ask the candidates, either the mayoral. It's always a weird word to say.
Wait till you get to gubernatorial.
No. Right. Or the city council candidates.
Sure.
So they'll get the opportunity to ask some questions from the audience. So we've got a couple of opportunities for not just the audience to participate, but to be there and listen to. So
very good. And if that's not enough, I know they're doing some door prizes. I think you can register to win a flag, an amazing flag. And things like that. So when you're there, get there early. Like I said, if you get there before to speak to some of the candidates and their booths and things, go ahead and sign up for some of the door prizes and things there, because you can win some nice prizes just for coming out and being informed and things like that too. So if you need a little extra carrot dangling, that may be the incentive to pull you on over. It's free stuff. Come on.
Well, everybody that attends will leave smarter than they arrived.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
There better not be any loss of knowledge.
Loss of brain cells or anything out here. But and just so folks know, we're coming fast and furious on the election time period. Like I said, this event will take place on February 1st at the Pueblo Auditorium there. However, February 2nd is the start of early voting. So you can literally vote for your favorite candidate the next day through early voting. I believe I don't have the stuff right in front of me, but I believe it's only at City Hall for the first couple weeks, and then they expand it. And then, of course, 1 month later is the actual municipal election date. They'll have, I believe off the top of my head, 11 different voting convenience centers throughout the city that you can vote at any one of them. And but I want to make sure that you vote informed. I don't care. We can disagree on things. That's okay. But if you're voting for someone because of reasons that you believe in, then I can accept that. And I will also say this: if you want to have the greatest impact on your surroundings and things, the municipal election is a much more important election than even, I would dare say, a presidential election sometimes. I know the presidential elections and those races get a lot of attention on TV, and you probably know more about those candidates than you care to want to at some point. It's all out there. However, as far as impact of your day-to-day life, rules and things that are made, ordinances, how things are happening in our community, the folks that you're going to be voting for in this March election, they're going to have a much greater impact on those things. And therefore, one should pay more attention on what those people represent. The diligence you do on a presidential election, do that times more for a municipal election, because these are the folks that really are going to be making decisions that impact your day-to-day life. And if you agree with them, then you're going to be happy about it. But they're doing a bunch of stuff you don't like, then you're going to have a couple years here where you're not too happy. So ask your questions, meet these folks, come to these events, come talk. So when it's your turn to go make that decision at the polling location, you're making it confidently, knowing that you're backing someone that believes in the same values you do, rather the one that has the coolest signs. Or I heard that guy talk a lot about something over here, so maybe they sound like they know what they're doing.
Yep.
Well, and these people here, I mean, from asking questions from people running for national spots all the way down to local, most of these people just, I say, everyday Joes. I mean, they're just common folk. They're not polished candidates.
That's absolutely true. The folks we're dealing with, these are your neighbors. These are the same guys that coach your little league baseball team, or shop at the same store you do, or live down at the end of the street from you. These are your neighbors. These are your fellow community members, and a lot of them aren't polished politicians that have been doing this for 50 years. I mean, some of them, they got some experience on their belt, but not all of them.
Right.
And this is where you get to learn about that, learn where people's hearts are, and learn why they're there, and what they're doing, and why they're doing it. And I think the forum and the Rick and the committees and everything do an amazing job of trying to find questions that bring that out in these candidates. So highly recommend you come out there. Every single time we've done one of these, every single person that I've talked to a person has basically said, that was great, that was informative. I'm so glad we had this available to us. It's a real asset to the community. So don't miss out on it, because it's going to happen again on February 1st here. Everyone's going to be like, that was great, that was amazing. Don't be that person that said, I missed it.
Yeah.
Because there's always somebody.
Yeah.
The other thing you're talking about, being educated, get out and vote. I don't know what the percentages were last time, but I'm always disappointed when I read in the paper the low percentage of people that take time to go out and vote.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be the smartest person in town and the most educated, but if you don't go down and cast that vote.
Yeah. You're sitting smart by yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're smart, educated in a room by yourself, but no impact on doing anything about it. So.
Well, and make sure that you're registered in the right district that you think you are.
That's
because
true.
I've just moved, and I think that I've moved out of another district into another. So I have to go. My wife and I have to go make sure we can go vote in this district.
Yeah.
So.
City clerk can help you with all those questions. If you go to City Hall, they'll be happy. Or if you go to roswell-nm.gov, which is the city's website, you'll find maps and everything, the new redistricting maps there. So if you're not sure which ward you're supposed to be in, that can help you with any of that stuff. And of course, calling the clerk's office can help you make sure you're getting information and put in the right wards, and I think they could still do that kind of changes right pretty close up to election times now, the way all that stuff goes. But clerk can explain that better.
Well, and you've got to live within the city limits.
Yes, that is a requirement for municipal election. You have to live in city limits to vote in it. So you don't get to, if you don't live in the city limits, you don't get to vote in one of the ward or mayoral races here.
Yeah, and everyone will vote for the mayor. We'll do that. We'll do the questions of the mayoral candidates last.
Okay.
But then, as Patrick said, each of you has your own ward. So.
And every single person, because there's 10 city councilors that serve on your city council. Whenever there's a municipal election, half of the city council is always up for re-election. Right. So it does not matter what ward you live in. You have someone up for re-election. Now, obviously, Ward 5 is uncontested. However, you still get to vote and ask questions of that person. If they're not at the forum, reach out via email. And if they have concerns, questions, that's what they do. So if you live in Ward 5, please reach out to that person.
Well, and they serve 4-year terms.
Yes.
So as you said, every 2 years, everyone's up for election. Half the city councilors are, and there's no term limits.
Yeah, you can run as long as they'll keep reelecting you, I guess.
And most people educated know this already, but it's a nonpartisan.
Yes, that's one thing. The only requirement to run for office in the city here is you have to be registered to vote. Doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, Green, Independent, Martian, whatever it is, whatever you feel line up with.
Fitting.
You get to run it as long as you're registered to vote. So
Well, if they're Martian and have an antenna, that might interfere with the TV broadcast.
well, if we have one of these candidate elections and you hear, "I'm running for mayor. My name's Marvin." You know what's going on. I have to do a bad Marvin the Martian impression.
But
Take me to your leader. Well, wait, I'm running for it.
But the Alumni Association also has other events coming down the pipe, which
Yeah.
I'm sure we've got the teen leadership program.
Yeah, that's another one of the big, tentpole events that Leadership Roswell Alumni Association always get involved in each
It'll
year.
be March 21st and 22nd. I'm sure someone will come talk on the radio about
Yeah,
that.
we'll get the
if you've got a
folks
high
out
school
here.
kid. And then the awards. We haven't had the awards banquet the last 2 years because
It's
of
been
COVID.
a more virtual presence of that in the last couple of years here. So
So the third week of June, we're trying to schedule that at this point to recognize community leaders.
with real tables and real food and
Yeah.
the whole deal.
And NIMI's been a great partner over the years with
Absolutely.
us. We're having the teen program there. We're looking to have our awards banquet there this year for the last 3-4 years of awardees. So they've been a great partner for many, many years with us.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great opportunity for high school juniors and seniors to get scholarship money for college. And if you win some as a junior, you can try to win some more. And I say earn some more as a senior as well, too. There, we've had quite a few students that as juniors get some and then go get back and get involved. And it's a great opportunity for kids to really not only learn leadership skills, but learn life skills and hanging out with people and interacting with people and overcoming challenges together in groups. That's what that program's all about. So definitely worth a research.
We've had good continuity with the program at the board meeting last Thursday. Patrick and I are at. What they do is the right thing. Every year they assess what works and what doesn't, and moves up to another level. So it's very impressive.
And the Leadership Roswell Alumni Association, that's the mouthful, right? But so
Not
that
as difficult as mayoral.
so that group is made up of past graduates, alumni of the Leadership Roswell course. And so those members, those graduates are representatives of the community. Right, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if
Which we have almost 1,000 of them now. So there's a lot of people.
And
that
so
are-
I'm sure Rick thinks about this all the time with his statistics about the program, but we have an internet service provider representative, we have a Boy Scout representative, we have lawyers, we have members of the clergy, we've got members of NIMI, we've got members of the education realm at RSD, we've got, all over the place serving the community through this extension of Leadership Roswell. And
elected
so,
officials, things
that's right.
Community leaders, they're all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and they're giving back through this candidate forum piece because everybody's going to be involved in doing
not so
something
much the elected
here.
officials; they're staying away. But you know what
Right.
I mean.
Previous.
They can all help
Yep.
for Leadership Roswell Alumni is a who's who of Roswell. I mean,
Right.
current leaders, past leaders, all have
Yep.
walked through the doors of Leadership Roswell program.
Yep.
So, absolutely.
And future leaders.
And future leaders.
We've got
yeah.
several graduates, running for these positions. The adult program we should mention is a Roswell Chamber of Commerce program.
Yes, yeah, it is all through the chamber, the Roswell Chamber here.
Yeah.
We'll be talking more here in the spring, summertime about signing up for the new class here. But in the meantime, and you know what? If you want to use the candidate forum as an opportunity to learn more about Leadership Roswell and that program, you'll see few folks in the T-shirts or actually polos when they walk around here. But the folks in the shirts, don't hesitate. Maybe wait till a spot where they're not running around crazy. But if you see them in a spot where they're kind of staying there, talk to them, ask them about the program, ask them about what it's about, and get involved, and they'll be happy. I guarantee every person that's going to be there wearing a shirt and working that night, they're great promoters and stewards of the program, and we'll be happy to tell you more about it and talk about all the benefits that folks achieve every year when that program happens. So.
Yeah, it's all about our community. Our community will not rise any higher than its leadership.
That's true.
So between the program training, equipping current and future leaders, and the candidate forum, electing leaders, it's really has a major impact on where our community is at and where we're heading.
Yeah, it really is. If you're new to the area and you're kind of, this is like, oh wow, I've just moved to Roswell, I'm learning. Candidate forum is going to be a great opportunity to kind of learn what our community is about, meet people, and obviously meet the people that are hoping to lead you for the next several years here in our community. So come on out to this event. Again, it's going to be 1 week from tomorrow, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
February 1st.
Coming up quick.
Officially, everything gets underway at 6 p.m. You might want to get there about 5:30 for to meet the candidates at their various booths and things. But the actual forum will begin promptly at 6 p.m. at the Pueblo Auditorium, which is located inside the RASD admin building there on, is it Lee? What street is that over there? I can never, Pennsylvania,
between Pennsylvania and Lee, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's right over there, not about a block over from First United Methodist Church. Yep. It's all right in that little area. Follow the cars, you'll see them. You see a parking lot. Man, there's a lot of people over there. What's going on? That's where you're going.
Yeah.
You go there, we see that parking.
And we appreciate Roswell Independent School District also letting us use their facilities
Absolutely.
and hosting it. It really is a partnership.
It is
across our community,
and it's a great venue for that. I mean, it's first of all, it's a beautiful old theater. I love that theater. It's just got a sense of just ornateness and things, just because it's old, and but it's well maintained. So it just looks different than theaters of now, So I like hanging out there. Kind of reminds me of some of my childhood.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a great venue to watch something like this. So come, make some time. Even if you only plan to spend an hour or so there, but for your wards or for Merrill, but please make it a point to come out. But like I said, if you're working or you just cannot make it there on Tuesday, we will be carrying it live streaming at ksvptv.com. We'll have it also on the radio live during that time right here on 106.5. That's the part they let me do. They'll let me push buttons for that. And then of course it will be available on demand after the broadcast that you can go back and watch at your leisure. Same location, ksvptv.com.
And we appreciate you, Mike, and you guys have stepped up for years now to broadcast this.
Oh, no problem. We're glad to help. It's what we do.
It's been on the radio in the past some, and then it's been broadcast some on a PBS station or something. But it's interesting when you hear someone a week later say, "I watched it," and was very impressed. And a lot of the community does that. Like you said, it's a second choice. They should be there if they can.
Right.
But because of you guys, it reaches many more people.
Yeah. Just a tip to the candidates: comb your hair before the event. A lot of people, running. Except Patrick, he's good. He's covered. But throw a comb to that. Just a tip. Good deal. Is there anything we missed, guys? Anything we wanted to? Of course, if there's any leadership Roswell alumni out there, you graduate from the class and say, you know what, I need to get more involved. Reach out. The Leadership Roswell Alumni Association has a Facebook page.
Yep.
Just shoot a message, say, hey, I'm class of, 80-something or, 90-something or 2,000-something, whatever it is. I'd love to have you come out and get involved and be a part of it. So.
Yeah, it's like many other activities that happen in our community. There's hundreds of moving parts. Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, I'm impressed. I love working with people that are organized, which this group is very well organized. And that's why we've taken the candidate forum to higher levels than it's been, 15 years ago, 10 years ago. But just a lot goes into it, which we're honored to do.
Absolutely. We have a great group of people that work hard on this and go above and beyond to pull this off every year. Rick on down. There's a great group of people that work. And to be honest, there's a reason why they got selected and nominated and put into the program to begin with. It is a special breed of people that do call the Leadership Roswell class something that they participate and partake in. And so it draws a certain type of individual, and it turns out a certain type of individual when it's out. And so it does not surprise me in the big scheme of things that, of course, there's a bunch of great people pulling this off because that's that's what Leadership Roswell does. You know, it makes them, it creates them, it finds them, and exposes them. And that's the great thing about that. So please put it on your calendars. Mark, if you'd love to get involved more as an alumni, or if you're thinking, I would like to become, you know, maybe I should sign up for the next class. Rick will be a little busy that night, but maybe you can find a moment where you can sit down and pull him aside and say, hey, what, you know, can you talk to me a little bit about Leadership Roswell and all this? I'd be happy to do it. And come on out. Again, mark it on your calendar, 6 p.m., February 1st, Pueblo Auditorium at the Roswell Independent School District main office there. Everything gets underway at 6 p.m. Get there. My suggestion is be there 5:30 for that way you got ample time to meet the candidates, talk to their, visit their booths, and hear what they have to say in their own terms before they get up onto the forum there and are required to answer the questions we give them.
Yeah. And we appreciate your service on the alumni board also.
Anytime. I know it's been less lately, but I'm glad I can help.
You got elected as a leader of leaders by your class. So, we appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your service,
Well, good deal. We'll see you guys here next time, and obviously we'll see you a week from tomorrow here for sure. We'll all be the bleary-eyed folks.
Hey, Mike, I'd be remiss to say if I miss this is my buddy who listens to you all the time, Tim Trentham. He's probably already at school, but he listens to you all the time going down to school in Artesia. He's the coach down there.
He's a great coach.
Just to give him a little shout out. I always, when I'm on the radio, I say, hey, Tim, I'm going to say what's up to you. So
yeah, Tim's a great guy. I've actually interviewed him as a coach back when in Artesia. But he lives here, and for years he's been coaching there in Artesia, and well, good deal. Yeah, well, safe travels. He's probably already at work now.
Probably, yeah.
But we'll all. So, hey, everyone that knows him, tell him we were talking. Patrick and I told some kind of cranky joke, something bad about him, and make him go back and try to find it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll see you next time.
Mike. Yeah.